guys and welcome to my first video of 2022. आज हम बात करेंगे पर्सनल फाइनेंस के बारे में. This is a topic that I've become very passionate about, especially in 2021, and it's something that I want to share with you guys because I feel it's something so important, but it's something that especially as women we are never told about, we never discuss, and I feel like it's a very big lost opportunity for so many of us. So I've been working now for the past 10 years and I've had an income big or small in some way for the past 10 years. लेकिन मैंने उसमें से कुछ नहीं बचाया था, मतलब कुछ भी नहीं, क्योंकि ये पता ही नहीं था कि सेविंग भी ज़रूरी है. आई यूज़ टू थिंक ओके आई एम यंग, आई एम नॉट मैरिड, आई डोंट हैव एनी फाइनेंशियल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज, सो हु नीड्स टू सेव. And of course I was never told that it's important to save. So the one thing I will start with is that it is never too early to start saving. Agar aap, if you're 18 and you get a pocket money, your pocket money is 3,000 rupees, try to save 300 from that. If you are a housewife and you only have a small amount to spend on yourself, even from that try to save a little. अगर आप इंटर्नशिप कर रहे हैं, 10,000 सैलरी है, उसमें से भी 500 भी अगर आप सेव करते हैं, that's a big amount and a good start for you. And what this does is, firstly, it teaches you the habit of saving, but also all these small amounts actually add up over the longer term. तो जो आप 500 रुपये आप आज सेव करेंगे और आज कहीं इन्वेस्ट करेंगे, आज से 10-20 साल बाद वो मल्टीप्लाई हो चुके होंगे. लेकिन जो 500 आपने खर्च दिए वो बस चले गए, so they're not yours anymore. And that's why it's important कि don't think, oh, I am too young or I am too old now, it's too late to start. And don't think I don't have a big income or save तो वो लोग कर सकते हैं, you know, लाखों में जिनकी तनख्वाह है या disposable income बहुत बड़ी है. That's not the case. So the first thing you have to do is figure out ये मेरी income है, ये मेरे expenses हैं, और इसमें से जो बच रहा है वो मैंने सेव किस अमाउंट में करना है. And if it's a small amount or big amount, it does not matter. The next thing you need to do is actually start learning about investing, because money in your bank account or money under your pillow is money and it will over time be devalued, because inflation जब होगी ज़्यादा तो उस पैसे की वैल्यू ओवर टाइम कम हो जाएगी. सो यू हैव टू इन्वेस्ट इट ताकि उस पैसे पे आपको रिटर्न मिलता रहे. Now there are so many ways that you can invest your money, and the first thing you need to do is start learning about the different options available to you. So for example, you can invest in crypto, you can invest in the stock market, you can invest in property. उसके लिए obviously बड़ी amount चाहिए होती है savings में, or you can even invest in gold or an asset like that. पर इसके लिए ये ज़रूरी है कि आप थोड़ी सी research खुद करें. For example, for me, I don't come from a business background, मतलब मुझे investing का आई भी नहीं आता था. तो पिछला साल मैंने बहुत टाइम लगा के सीखा है कि what do the different investments mean, हर किसी के pros and cons क्या है. And it took me 5-6 months of just a lot of research, mostly thanks to YouTube, to figure out what the best investing option for me is. And what I'm doing currently is putting my money into something called an ETF. This is basically a basket of stocks at the stock market, and these investing options are also available in Pakistan. In fact, I will leave down below a link so that you can check it out. But the first thing I will say is, don't just put your money somewhere because someone tells you to. The first thing about being financially independent or financially empowered is to actually educate yourself. आपने किसी दूसरे पे नहीं रिलाई करना कि वो आपको बताएं कि आप अपने पैसों के साथ क्या करें. Money that is in your hand, you need to decide what to do with it. And anyone can learn this. Trust me, if I can learn the basics of investing, anyone can learn this. So when you will be reading about different investing opportunities, आपको ये समझ आएगा कि कुछ investing opportunities ऐसी होती हैं जो low risk मगर low reward होती हैं, और कुछ होती हैं जो high risk मगर high reward होती हैं. And you need to see whether you can afford to take a big risk or not. In my case, I cannot afford to, and I also don't want to take a very big risk. But I want my money to be safe, and that's why I chose the option of ETF, because it's low risk, low reward, लेकिन एक long term investing के लिए है कि आप उसमें पैसे डाल दें, 10-20-30 साल बाद निकालें तो आपको एक अच्छे रिटर्न मिलेगा. लेकिन बहुत से लोग होते हैं जो कह रहे हैं हमने आज सेव करना है, 3 साल बाद हमें वो पैसा चाहिए. So for that, what I am using will not work for them, because everyone has different needs, and that's why it's so important to be your own personal finance manager. Now, given कि आपकी एक fixed income है, how can you maximize the amount of money that you're able to put into your savings or investment? One important thing you need to do is differentiate between a need and a want. So a need is खाना हमारी ज़रूरत है, लेकिन McDonald's ज़रूरत नहीं है, it's a want. So if you're having McDonald's 4 times a month, and you can bring that down to once a month or twice a month, and that way the extra 1,000 or 500 rupees that you would be spending, you can actually save. I think this is very important, especially for students जो अपना budget खुद manage कर रहे होते हैं, because if you're 18 19 and suddenly you're managing your own budget, it's hard to figure out कि कौन सी ज़रूरत है और कौन सी एक्चुअली मेरा एक शौक है एंड इसके बगैर भी रहा जा सकता है. सो दैट माइंडसेट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू क्रिएट. I personally feel that for women in Pakistan, in my age group especially, government bonds are also a good investment. Again, as always, you have to do your own research. So just because आपकी दोस्त ने इन्वेस्ट किया है या किसी ने इन्वेस्ट किया है does not mean it's the right investment for you. I am just giving you some examples ताकि आप ये words use करें, इन पे Google करें, YouTube पे videos देखें. There's so much resources out there for you to learn. And if you feel completely lost, completely overwhelmed कि नहीं मैं तो ये कर ही नहीं सकती, then you can also get someone who can manage your finances and your investments for you. But I think the human mind has the ability to learn new things all the time, and I think as women हम घबरा जाते हैं, and because this is something that is not considered कि ये lesson औरतों को सिखाना चाहिए, तो हमने कभी सीखा ही नहीं होता. And the moment that you set your mind to it and you start learning about these things, you will develop a passion for them. Definitely for me, last year has been that year. And how it started for me was also very random. I spoke to a consultant about something completely different in my life, and she asked me कि तुम अपने savings कहाँ पे करती हो? And I was like, मैं पैसे बैंक में डाल देती हूँ. And she said, wait, no, that's not what you're supposed to do. पैसे जो बैंक में हैं वो एक्चुअली तुम्हें कोई फ़ायदा नहीं दे रहे, बट ओवर टाइम इनकी वैल्यू कम हो रही है. एंड ऑफ कोर्स आई न्यू दिस, but I just never actively thought about it. And since then, इस बात को almost साल हो गया, and now I feel confident enough to make this video because in that 1 year I've learned so much. And I feel of course none of this in this video is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not allowed to give out any advice, especially on YouTube, but I can just share my own experience, and all I'm sharing is my journey कि मैंने उस एक साल में इतना कुछ सीखा है, and that has really boosted my confidence, and I'm able to think about my own future where I am more empowered with money decisions. I don't have to rely on someone else कि अब्बू बता दें या कोई और बता दे कि अच्छा इनके इस पैसे के साथ ये किया जा सकता है. If I have money in my hand, I'm like, okay, this is what I can do with it, this is how I do it, this is the reward that I will eventually get, and it brings me so much confidence. So I hope by the end of this video, what you're going to do next is very simple. Go to Google and start typing out the keywords, start looking for investment ideas for you. I would say just शुरू में सिर्फ सीखें. मैंने शुरू के 5-6 महीने कोई इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं की थी, मैं सिर्फ सीख रही थी कि अच्छा होता क्या क्या है इन द वर्ल्ड ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट, क्या क्या पॉसिबिलिटीज़ हैं. देन वंस आई लर्न आई फेल्ट मोर कॉन्फिडेंट, एंड आई स्टार्टेड अ वेरी स्मॉल अमाउंट, एंड इवन देन आई आस्क्ड माई फ्रेंड लाइक मैंने क्या करूँ, ये करूँ, वो करूँ. शी सेड खुद करो, खुद करोगी तो सीखोगी, कॉन्फिडेंस भी आएगा. एंड आई थिंक दैट्स सच एन इम्पॉर्टेंट लेसन. So I hope as always that you're taking something away from this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, do leave them below. And the most important thing is that in order to be properly empowered, you need to educate yourself. So if there's anything I mentioned here जो आपको समझ नहीं आई, please do Google it. Thank you for watching once again, and bye.